saying? Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Word up. Brooklyn go hard. First and foremost, you already know it's your brother Google Nayusi R.A.N.M. Tune into another episode of R.A.N.M. RBG TV. You already know that raw, live, uncut talk, common sense build that the family needs to have. Peace and love to all family. You already know black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. Why not? Alright. Today we're going to put him on the hot seat. We're going to put him on the hot seat. This is going to be another one of those gut checks nonetheless. You feel me? No names. No, I don't really outlaw no names. Because at the end of the day, you know who you are. You know what your feet do. You know what your hands type. You know what those do. But nonetheless, accountability. We talk about this word all the time. Accountability. That's one of the words you just can't escape. Because at the end of the day, the whole concept behind accountability is being real. Everybody loves to scream out, keep it 100, keep it a buck, keep it G. I'm the realest this, I'm the realest that, blah, 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 blah. Right? But when you do, you know what I'm saying, when you do your background checks, when you do your resume checks or whatever, so to speak, you already know what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, when you go to check them out, it don't match up, it don't add up. But the sad part about it, on the flip side, is on 1 minute, the people will be upset about that, right? About whatever flaw, whatever ill that may be. Will then turn right back around and re-embrace that person right back in. So when I say put them on the hot seat, those M's, those thems nonetheless, that I'm speaking about is everybody that's quote-unquote deemed or looked to or thought as a quote-unquote leader or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Those type of folks. Our leaders nonetheless. From all the way up in the political world, all the way down to the so-called leaders around your way and you know what I'm saying, your different crews and organizations. Right? Nobody, in my personal opinion, and I'm pretty sure there's folks out there that, you know, will agree to this, but there's nobody on the planet Earth that's living and breathing, not as far as I can think of, that's able to escape judgment, if you will, escape, what's the word I want to say? Not ridicule, but nonetheless, nobody on this world is afraid of, you know what I'm saying, is able to escape being checked, nonetheless. You feel me? Because again, you got to match up to make sure everything that you say, it goes according with your steps. You got to make sure you're real. At the end of the day, you're a quote-unquote leader, right? So you have those that follow, right? Those that look up to you, those that follow behind you. So if you're giving off an image, and then you turn around and distort that same image, and then you're re-embraced, the same cycle is going to continue. Same cycle is going to continue in different situations, different time periods, but the same story nonetheless. Bullshit, re-embrace. Bullshit, re-embrace. That's dumb. Switch it up. Change it up. So what I'm saying is this. Matter of fact, I'll give you a perfect example. Sharpton. Good old Sharpton, right? Perfect example. He's been heard and known throughout the years, throughout the ages, ever since the days of Malcolm X, ever since the days of Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? The old civil rights era and all that stuff, right? He's been around since then. And he's been known as a leader in the black community, a voice of the black community, so to speak. Time and time again, his true colors has been shown. His real motives have been brought out to the people on the table. We've heard the stories. We know he's a Fed informant. We know he works for the FBI. We know he likes to sell good wolf tickets. Oh, no justice, no peace, we ain't gonna take it no more, blah, 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 blah. And once again, he buck dances, turns right back around and tells people, let's just be calm, let's be peaceful, and let the system work itself out. What happens? Folks cry. Oh, Al, he's full of shit. He's whack. He don't speak for us. He ain't my voice and blah, blah, blah. But what happens? He turns around and speaks for you again. You know why? Because he's not held up to, you know what I'm saying? He's not held accountable for his actions. Thus gives him the energy and free reign to do it all over again. Like, keep it 100. This year alone, 2014 alone, this was the year of Sharpton. Let's keep it G. Time and time. You've seen his face more on the TVs probably in his entire lifetime. In this 1 year. And it's going to keep happening and keep happening because the people keep embracing him. Now, Grant. Now, watch this. Watch. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. Recently, if you on the book, or if you pay attention to the news articles or whatever, I forgot whose family exactly jumped it off, but I think one of the main voices was Eric Garner's wife. And Tamir, I think it was Tamir Rice's family as well. We don't want Sharpton coming around. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Right? But every news interview that each one of these family members do, who's sitting right next to him? Sharpton. Sharpton. Who's feeding them lines to say what and how to conduct themselves and this, that, and third? Because at first, when you see the incident, when it first occurs, everybody's full of anger, full of rah, no, we don't want you around and blah, blah, blah. But again, 5 minutes later, 2 minutes later, who do you see sitting on their side? Sharpton. No accountability is being held. He ain't put on that hot seat. Let's break it down on a minor level, so to speak. These different organizations, these different crews, these different leaders and stuff, right? Right? When information is brought to the people on a mass level that everybody should know about, and then it's shown and proven nonetheless, because that's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about evidence, right? The flaw is shown and proved before the people. And then the people turn around and find some way, some form of fashion to sweep it under the rug, make some type of excuse in defense of their celebrity nonetheless. Your leaders are celebrities, right? Right. And that's how their followers treat them. They don't hold them up to accountability because they're a celebrity figure. They have that some sort of emotional attachment. Here we go with this word emotion again. Remove the emotion. Remove the bias. Look at what's fact and what's fiction. Deal with the fact. When something is wrong, it must be addressed so we can right the wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we can right the wrong and proceed. How can you expect the people to proceed talking about advancement if we keep doing the same thing over and over, over and over, over and over? Again, these leaders, they say a good game, they put on a good front. Next thing you know, they drop the ball, they leave us high and dry. Then they come up with some little plea or some way, you feel me? And the people bring them right back in. Put them on the hot seat. Nothing is going to change until you challenge it. Same thing with the system of racism and white supremacy. Nothing will change until you put them on the hot seat. Yes, put them on the hot seat. That goes for any and everything. You have to challenge to make sure what's what and what's, you know what I'm saying? Realize what's real. Everybody loves to say that word real. But when you check it, you just see how real it ain't. But again, it's re-embraced. It's brought right back into the fold like nothing ever happened. What sense does that make? That makes no sense. So all in all, like I said, I ain't gonna be long on this one. This is very simple, straight to the point. We gotta be able to start checking folks, because nobody is too high to be checked. Everybody is human. Everybody makes flaws and mistakes. But if you're gonna put yourself on such a pedestal, or the people nonetheless elevate you to a certain pedestal, then you need to basically walk in that light. And when you don't, you have to be checked in that same light. It's only fair. It's only fair. And if you can't agree to that, if you can't deal with that, if you can't embrace that fact, you must be removed. You have to be removed. Let somebody who's about the business of the people be in that slack. You feel what I'm saying? That's all that is. That's all that is. That's all that is. Don't put up a front when you know that ain't what you want. That's all. Period. But at the end of the day, you got the hopes of the people relying on you. You feel me? You got folks looking up to you. Allegedly, you're this voice. You're this representative. XYZ, XYZ. But the way the pattern looks is like folks deliberately let folks down because they know they're going to get brought back home. Honestly, really and truly, man, like I said, man, ranks got to be tightened up amongst the entire nation. So with that being said, it's time folks start getting kicked out the nation. Because they'll be trying to rebuild. You feel me? We need firm bricks. We don't need mud. We don't need mush. We need firm bricks to build this house. So if you one of those weak ones, you gotta get kicked the hell out. Real talk. From, like I said, from the ones up in the political offices down to the ones around the way, that's so-called leaders and organizers. If they ain't up to the task, move your ass. Period. Straight to the point. In the meantime, between time, it's your brother and Google, now you see RNM RBG TV. Keep it live right here. Raw and Uncut Talk. I got another one coming up real soon. Be on the lookout for that one. I ain't worked out the title for that one, but you'll see it. You'll know it when you see it. But in the meantime, keep it live right here. Black love is a cure for the black nation. So let's get it. Be safe.